good afternoon to our beloved lecturers, Sir Akif, and all our classmates. My name is Muhammad Najmi bin Hood, metric number A175306. So today I would like to discuss about the characteristic from the movie that we choose, which is kind of a funny story. We choose Bobby as our main character because we see a lot of things that we can learn from Bobby.
The synopsis: stressed by adolescence, Craig Vilner registers himself with a mental health clinic. Unfortunately, the youth wing is closed temporarily due to renovations, so he had to spend his mandated 5-day stay with the adults. He quickly becomes acquainted with Bobby, one of the patients who became his mentor and protege. He also ends up being attracted to Noel, a teen admitted to the clinic. The character Bobby appears to be a normal funny guy with good intentions, but he actually is a patient at psych ward. He was admitted to the ward because of his 6th-time suicide attempt. Bobby is the reason why Craig feels alright about staying at the center. He is seen as a fatherly figure to Craig and always gives advice and support.
For me personally, the reason why I chose Bobby, we can see that he is a loving person, even though he had a mental illness issue. He really loved his daughter, but because he has been admitted in the hospital, he can't see his daughter every day. He always had his daughter photo at his bedside. As we can see that even though Bobby had a mental illness, he always keep thinking of his daughter and force himself to get better in order to meet his daughter. There's also another scene where Bobby was always taking care of the Craig, which is the main character in the movie, during his time in the hospital. This shows that every person in this world really needs this kind of person who is really loving and caring towards other humans. We can see that in order to achieve self-actualization stage in Abraham Maslow theory, we need to be loved by someone. If not, we may not achieve the self-actualization stage at all. The next characteristic, Bobby was being protective about his daughter. There's a scene where Bobby lost his job and everything he had, but he determined to find a new job before he get out from the hospital. He was determined to have a nice house and also a stable job in order to keep his daughter protected and safe while under his custody. Bobby managed to secure the job before he left the hospital. In Abraham Maslow theory, having a good place to live or a house is a first stage, which is called a physical need stage, where basic necessity is important in order to live. Bobby knows that in order to meet his daughter again, he needs to have all those basic necessities so that he can spend more time with his daughter in a good and safe place.
Next is about Bobby's characteristic is idolizing another person. Bobby is idolizing the main character, Craig, and seeing that Craig is the type of person that have everything. There's a scene with Bobby saying, "See, that's the part I don't get, Craig. I mean, you are cool, you are smart, you are talented. You have a family that loves you. You know what? What I would do just to be you. For a day, I know I will do so much. I don't know, I just live like it meant something." From the dialogue, we know that Bobby is using a rational or judging function, which is thinking from Jung's theory and forming a logical conclusion. Hence, he knows from his condition, he tried to achieve same as Craig's possession by judging whether from what he's seeing or experience is true or false. Even though Bobby is fragile and a little bit on the edge, he is still a witty person. This characteristic can be seen from Jung's theory, which is self-archetype. From the movie, we know that Bobby is a middle-aged man that wants to develop himself and move forward. Bobby saying in one of the scenes, "That's not fun. That's propaganda, man. All those Madison Avenue types telling you how to live your life. fast cars, hot chicks, Reese's Pieces, Gucci. Whether's original. I don't buy into that bullshit. From the dialogue, we know that Bobby is not seeking his true self by having all those kind of luxury items. Instead of, he try to overcome his mental issue by being a better person.
The beginning of the movie, we can see Bobby approaching Craig, who is waiting on waiting room in the hospital. And then in the next scene, when Craig entered the hospital for treatment, Bobby was the one to accompany him for tour the hospital. It can be seen clearly that Bobby's characteristic is outgoing and supportive. This is related to a theory of Alfred Adler, which argued that humans are basically social creatures. The first motivation that drives humans in social, humans always connect themselves with others, participate in cooperation, place social welfare above self-interest. Because Adler said that basic human being born is with universal social interest. This process requires a long and continuous process. Individuals are directed to maintain and strengthen social feelings and interests, thoughts, empathy, and communication. In conclusion, Bobby in the movie of It's Kind of Funny Story, it is a form of human that is very real in real life every day, and then what happened in his past and what he describes, it is a nature and characteristic are closely related to another one.